want to talk about mediumship because we have these preconceived notions about mediumship, and there are so many people, due to their beliefs that they already have, that they recognize mediumship as like taboo, or it is identified with the devil's work. And mediumship is so not that. It is actually a gift, or even an ability, but I can talk about that in another video. But it comes from spirit, it comes from source, it comes from God, universe, the most high, however you want to call that higher power, is where it actually comes from. And we have been always surrounded by miracles. There are miracles in the Bible. And for those of you who are avid readers of the Bible, you know that there are miracles there. Where do they come from? We have miracles that we have seen, that we have actually witnessed from our own experiences. And we have actually heard from others the miracles that they have expressed. Those are called testimonies. So we are surrounded by these blessings, these gifts, and that's what miracles are. That is also what mediumship is. It's a gift. So mediumship happens to just be a bridge. It's that connection that connects one soul to another soul, whether they are here on our earthly plane or if they are in another realm. And when you make that connection happen, that connection that happens with that bridge is through love. It is through love. And when a medium actually gets to use their gift, it can be healing. Now, how could it be healing? Let me tell you. I've experienced, just like all of us at one point in time, a death of a loved one. And before I had my first mediumship experience, I had been carrying around guilt. I had been carrying around sadness, fear, shame. I had just like holding on and not being able to let go. And I felt these emotions because I did not get a chance to actually process, say goodbye the way that I wanted to. And I wanted to actually be able to do that with my mom and my dad. Didn't get a chance to say goodbye the way I wanted to. So these feelings that I had, like the guilt, that was with my grandmother. When she died, I had guilt because she wanted me to go to the hospital. One night, when I got off of work and I didn't go, I was like, I'll go and see her another day. She died the next day. That's overwhelming guilt. Not only that, that's when shame and sadness also crept in. It was a lot, and I carried it for years. I carried it for years, and I didn't know how to actually just like release it. And the beauty about mediumship is that you get to make that connection. And it was unexpected. Had no idea it was happening. But when you actually have that connection with loved ones, those emotions, they are gone. They're released. They're dismantled. So what I carried, gone. And that's because my ancestors came through. They spoke, I listened, and I was actually able to let go. And it felt so good. I had no idea how healing mediumship could be. And if you're thinking about it, I highly suggest that you take the opportunity to have someone help you with that. But make sure that person is doing it through the frequency of love and they have integrity. It's important. And what was so good about that is that I found that through Janae. And Janae is going to be able to have us experience the same thing at our Auras and Aromas event that we're doing in July. So we get to experience that. And you can do it in person, you can do it virtually, and this experience is going to be intimate, even though it's virtual, because we want to make sure that everyone has a loved one that's actually going to come through. Now, we can't say for sure who it is that's going to come through, but the person that is going to come through is going to share a message. So, if you want to sign up, you're more than welcome to sign up. I'll leave the link so that you can do that.